Aloha and namaste. I am Deb Hart, and this is PrimRose Lehualani. And I'm really excited to announce that I decided to do a new series that'll just be a playlist on this YouTube channel. But I got super activated by this beautiful, beautiful, I want to say queen of essential oils here, that all of a sudden I'm wanting to do a deep dive, and I'm super excited about that. So as you know, I've been making energetic products the last couple of years, like sprays and candles and, things like that, using crystals, using essential oils, channeled energy, but I'm not the expert in oils. I look at the end result of what I want to make, and then, alchemy, I'm adding all of it to make an end result. The Primrose is quite the expert in essential oils. I like to tease her and say, it seems like she's got a PhD. So she is who I really want to learn from. I'm very excited. So I just want to say, again, this is Primrose. She goes by Lehua with a lot of people, but she is Primrose to me. Anybody that knows about flower healing, the rose is the strongest healer of all of the flowers. And it just seems so fitting to me with this beautiful Hawaiian healer. She is Primrose to me. So anyways, welcome to this new series with me and Primrose. So our plan is, you want to say hi? I'm at the very beginning. I want to do a deep, deep dive. And my thought is, let's record that. And anybody that wants to do this deep dive with us, you'll be able to tune in each week with a whole new video. So anyways, welcome. Is there anything before we launch into this that you want to say, Primrose?
One, bear with us on this new deep dive journey, please.
Yes. So we figure it out together.
Yeah, so as we figure it out together, and two, I do not have a PhD, but I am an essential oils specialist, and I'm just so honored by the words that Deb is saying, and so I'm excited to start this journey and create this playlist and just library for those who also want to deep dive in maybe different ways that they didn't know that the essential oils can be used, specifically doTERRA's essential oils.
Yes, I'm so excited. So I spent an afternoon on we live on Maui, and I was on the I would say the other side of the island for me, on the west side where Primrose is, one afternoon, and she's got all her oils out that she's just constantly sniffing, not really sure what's happening over there. She's just sniffing oils, and then she does hula around me. And I want to say it was the next day I got up and I'm like, what happened? Because all of a sudden I am crazy excited about them, and I'm sniffing them and I'm hula hooping, and I know that I've been activated to a whole new level. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do
visual as they can get, but that is exactly what happened.
Word for word, no kidding. That is exactly what happened. So I really, in my mind, which is so silly, right? In my mind, should never go there. I was thinking, we'd probably start with lavender. Everybody knows lavender, and lavender is good for a number of things. The average person, including me, even knows that. Kind of thinking that, and I thought, well, this would be kind of fun. I just got an oracle deck with essential oil cards. And so I pulled a card this morning, and I didn't believe my higher self at all, because I got spearmint. Oh gosh, I'm so bad backwards. Can you see it? Spearmint. And I thought, well, that's not a beginner oil. No, that doesn't make sense. And my higher self kept saying, yes, that's the one you start with. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to leave it up to Primrose. And I'm going to let you take it from there, because you had a lot of really great advice about this oil.
I did. I actually said, yes, so this is the first oil that we should start off with, because spearmint, in the way that I've learned it, is an oil that can help with your communication. And so since we were starting off this new adventure with the both of us, and it has to do everything with communicating and being able to deliver our message or just share our story and connect the dots, spearmint is one of the greatest oils to actually bring into the beginning. And it's definitely an oil that I love to connect even with frankincense and lavender. So the fact that you wanted lavender and then spearmint came out, that was really cool, because lavender is another oil for clear communication. And so when you add both of that, spearmint is all about, it moves you into your voice being heard in a softer, in a softer tone that just lets your throat chakra be able to ease up. And then you add that lavender in there, and it's just a clear, calm communication. Then you throw frankincense in there, and then you have this truth of clear, calm communication, pretty much saying authentically who you are. So yes,
I
that was
love
definitely
that.
for us.
I absolutely love that you ended with authentic, because to me, that is so important to move to the point of all of us being our authentic self. And so that was, I think that's really huge for me. Okay, so I actually brought these 3 oils because that's what she told me this morning. So I brought spearmint, and I brought lavender, and I brought frankincense. So what I want to know, and I brought a carrier oil. Oh, you got them all too?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm playing a harmonica.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you tell me, like just starting, what would I do with the 3 of these oils together? And if I'm not just sniffing them.
You can put them inside of a diffuser, a few drops. So usually some people like to put 2 or 3 drops per each. What I love to share more into detail is if you are intuitive or you are just aware of your body and your surroundings, maybe what you need a little bit more of because of what your lifestyle is going through, then you kind of put the drops of the different oils according to that, so that your body can naturally connect with the oils, because that's what it really is about. Like when you're smelling it or when the smell comes through, it's usually because of your olfactory. So when you're just listening to yourself and then putting that type of amount in, that's one way. Or you can put 2 drops, 3 drops. Spearmint is not as strong as peppermint, to where peppermint is just a little bit more, like, it just comes up. But then the spearmint just blends a little bit more. It's a little bit more at ease. So it's not as overbearing, I want to say, to the lavender and the frankincense. So you can put it in the diffuser. You can make a roller blend if you know how to do that. If not, definitely research first before you even make that. And you can also place them on the bottom of your feet if you have coconut or oil or a carrier oil that you do use already, and place 1 or 2 drops on the bottom of your feet. Maybe when you're getting ready to meditate, wanting to get clear in your inner truth, or wanting all the things to move through, you can put it on the bottom of your feet. You can also put it on different types of diffuser pads. So there's a diffuser necklace. It comes with a diffuser pad. There's a diffuser balls. So I have a diffuser bracelet on right now, and they have the black lava balls. You can place a drop on that, or you can place it on your finger and then rub it on there so that it goes on a little bit more easy. There's also other types of diffusers where you can put it like a wick, where there's a white wick, and you can place it on there. So you can use that blend in many different ways. So there's different diffusers out there, just in case, because the water sometimes changes the smell a little bit. Because it's no longer just the pure oil. So it may just change that smell just a little bit. It may mild it down compared to if you're just smelling it from the bottle. If you just put it straight on a diffuser pad, like the necklace or like the diffuser bracelet, then that one you still get actually the straight smell, because you're just putting a pure drop on there.
Okay. So are these, I heard you say for the bottom of my feet to use a carrier oil. So are these three ones, would you say that they're too strong to go on the skin without an oil? Or is that just like
Sure.
your typical practice?
Well, yes, you always want to be safe. So in doTERRA's essential oils, it's very important to use the oils with safety. You never know with anyone's skin. So having a carrier oil is important for many reasons. Actually, one, it's important because the doTERRA oils are so pure and potent that if it goes on your skin, sometimes it could dry you out, it could give you rash, and we live in the tropical area where it's very sunny as well. And a lot of us are always in the sun. It's kind of, we have no choice in a sense. So it's just so important that you are mindful of your skin, your climate, your environment where you live. What are you doing throughout the day as well if you're going out in the sun? But spearmint is a hot oil as well. So you kind of, the hot oils is just, it's a lot when you put it on your skin, whether it's oregano, thyme,
Yeah.
spearmint, peppermint. So you want to be mindful of that. And then the carrier oil though as well. One thing that I learned about that is that when you put one drop of oil in your palm, it can only go so far. If you actually put one drop of the essential oil and then a couple of drops of the carrier oil, it also gives you that opportunity to use a little bit more on your skin and in different areas. So that's also a great benefit. But I always suggest using carrier oils because doTERRA's essential oils are pure and potent. And that's just a mindful thing that we want to make sure to take care of all of our people and make sure you use. I want to share this very specific. Many oils are safe. Use neat, which means apply directly to skin without dilution. However, there are universal acceptance where neat applications are okay for, which is usually on the bottom of your feet, which is why I did say on the bottom of your feet. So you can use that one without coconut oil, but it is mostly recommended for you to use a carrier oil because
Okay.
your skin is so precious.
Mm-hmm. It's our biggest organ.
Yep.
Yeah, very important. And then okay, so I just want to backtrack 1 second because I wanted to start with this and I had forgotten, but I think it's just important just to really spell it out. What exactly are essential oils? I think that that's a really good question to ask. That
Yes.
probably some people are thinking, like, what is that? I don't even know what it is.
Yes. So I'm actually going to be reading from the reference the essential quick reference. So I have a bigger book of this, but this is just a mini version and it breaks it down so people can have this on the go. And it's kind of like a little cheat book here.
Yeah.
This is the 5th edition. So this is based strictly to doTERRA's essential oils, but also it showcased not just that question of what the essential oils are, but pretty much the safety is also all in here. So that's also where I was reading how to use the essential oils topically. So I just wanted to make that reference connection.
Thank you.
But you're very welcome. These essential oils that doTERRA has created. So I want to share 2 parts in here that they share, and it's about how they create it from the scientific speaking way and how it is or it was already used in culture and in the different ways that culture used it, because I want to say essential oils actually has been used over 1,000 years, because in different cultures they have used such things as leaves, flowers, bark, stems, roots, resins, seeds of the plants and of the citrus fruits. They actually took the aromatic compounds found in those specific things that I just mentioned, and they turned it into treasured enhancements of beauty, flavor, and health. So as we think about culture perspective, they were already using it for so many different reasons, and they figured that out. Now, when we go to the scientific one, essential oils is comprised of hundreds of naturally occurring chemical constitutes, the combination of which provides plants with distinctive qualities and healing properties. Their function in nature is to provide protection from predators or other threatening influences and promote healthy reproduction. So essential oils are comprised of only 3 elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And so if you have 2 different perspectives and you think of the scientific side and you break that down, you really get to the details of how nature flows and why that is. And then now you come over to the culture side, they already understood what essential oils were for the purpose and how they used it as well. So I wanted to share that because that is exactly how they explain it to us as well, is essential oils has been around for thousands of years. It's just more recently, we want to say the scientific side has been coming up a little bit more.
Yeah, science has been doing, here I want to say deep dive again, but there's a lot of things that science is looking at now, and deep diving, I don't know what another term to use right now, but even science is meeting spirituality right now and proving so many things that we're already connected to, but science is proving it. And I love that. It's so many different areas. So right on. Oh, I love that. And culturally, and and so many indigenous populations being so familiar with plants and all the different ways to use them in the body.
Yes, that's kind of
way.
what they bring it to, right? That conclusion. It's all about essential oils, really, like how they look at it is essential oils as powerful promoters for physical, mental, emotional health, and spiritual health. And that leads it, right? So that leads into that umbrella of self-care.
I love it. Fabulous. Oh my gosh, I love it. I feel like this is such a great start. This is, exactly what I would like to continue, is just continuing talking about different oils. And I would just say, for those of you, that follow my channel already, if there's anything specific that you have questions about, because, this is a deep dive for me, and I'm learning from my girlfriend that's an expert here. And I'd like you to learn with me. So if you have specific questions, you know how to reach me, email me, put in a comment below, and PrimRose and I will get back to you. Or if it's, a particular topic, then we'll do a topic on that, because we're gonna do a lot of topics. This is just the very, very beginning.
Yes, this is so much fun, and it's gonna be as organic, I feel like, as possible, because that's kind of how we really connected in that way to merge it all to where it's at today. So I love this.
I do too. And I love you. I'm so grateful that you wanted to do this. Awesome.
Yes. I would love to read my card.
Yes, thank you. I forgot.
So I also have essential oil oracle cards as well. And so I pulled from one of my decks that I have the Spearmint card. And so in the trigger statement, which is usually the more lower vibrations, or just, the unhealed,
the shadow
thoughts, the shadows that just keep creeping up. It usually spearmint. So before spearmint, you would hear no one listening to me. Like no one listens to me. But when you start using spearmint and you start using it to feel and hear and just let it connect to you and soak it in, it just naturally, as you continuously work with yourself, it can move you into the true statement of my voice is heard. And as we said earlier, spearmint is the oil of communication and is about being able to be heard and just speaking clearly. So when we go through that, you can go ahead to this last affirmation. Well, it's not really an affirmation, sorry. It's more so of a, how can I say this? A claim. There we go. It's like claiming of your power. Stand strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share.
Oh, I love that. Because from that, you could make an affirmation or put it on your crystalline grid or whatever it is that you do. Oh, I love that.
So if you like call
Mm,
that confirmation in, then you can create that affirmation and use the oils to move you into that sacredness.
yeah. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. I'm so glad you remembered that because I did want you to share that. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll get
Thank
a
you for
flow
having
together.
me. Thank you for wanting this and
Yeah,
making my dreams come true too, to be able to malama other people, take
right
care
on.
and
Yes,
showcase and share how
yes,
beautiful doTERRA is.
yes.
So thank you.
And and I can't even, I'm going to try and say this without crying. I am so grateful to share your gift with the world because you are so gifted in so many ways. Yes,
Thank
that
you.
you have.
So you, my
I
sister.
no, I'm literally going to say this right here for everybody to hear that I have been hearing for so many months that I have a new teacher coming. Like, okay, I'm going to have a new teacher coming. Okay, I had no idea that it was going to be this young girl who was going to end up being my next teacher. And you definitely are teaching me so much culture and Kanaka way. And I'm eternally grateful to you.
Oh, thank
Honestly.
you. Thank
Yes.
you.
You're welcome.
We'll have many episodes to
Yes.
unfold to
Yes.
we could just keep tapping on these conversations and
Amen.
sharing more nuggets with you all. But I
Yes.
truly believe we're gonna just unfold so many great things of
You
what Deb
do.
is sharing. So
I
thank
do
you, Deb.
too. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining me today. And yeah, so you all know how to reach me, I think. Galactic Shaman Deb Hart at gmail.com, or just put in a comment below if there's anything specific that you would like to hear about essential oils. And if not, we're going to cover it all. That's my goal. So this channel might go on for, it may be 5 years of a playlist. I don't know. There is so much deep diving to do, and I'm here
doTERRA's
for it.
always growing.
Yeah. Right on. Well, thank you for joining me today. And I just wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day and send you so much love. Namaste and aloha.